I take it either an anime reflux or the podcast is being recorded. If it's the podcast, I would make mention that it might be a depressing topic. If it's not, oh, he's talking about how we've been depressing for the past few weeks. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But there's a Pikachu with a knife above it, and it's super cute. It is the cutest I have ever considered Pikachu to be in a long time.
I mean, that's basically every time I see Pikachu. He's kind of a cute character.
Pikachu sucks. Raichu's better.
I mean, statistically, yes. You're not wrong.
But also conceptually. He's a big fat boy mouse.
I suppose. I think with a lot of Pokemon, it just kind of comes down to whatever your aesthetic is.
And my aesthetic is that Raichu is better.
That's
Case
fair.
closed.
Casey closed.
That wasn't what I was doing, but okay.
I know.
Justin Casey.
Oh. You gotta ruin it like that, Zero.
I love doing it.
You went from pun to shipping. That's not...
It's
not the
both.
same.
It's both.
Oh, God. Why?
So the podcast is happening. I don't know whether anyone looked into that.
I assumed.
Yeah.
You have a habit.
It's fun.
Hey guys.
Hey.
So I watched this cool movie.
Oh God.
I watched this movie. It's called Mulan. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I didn't realize...
goddamn dollars.
What?
I didn't pay for it. My parents did because they wanted to put on a family movie.
Did they consider, like, to even watch it, you already had Disney Plus. Did you consider the original Mulan?
Oh, I like the original Mulan a lot. So for everybody's sake out there, I can give my 2 cents on the Mulan live action remake.
Oh, you can apparently give more than 2 cents. It'll take a lot more than 2 cents.
I didn't spend any money on this. They bought it. I watched it. I didn't even ask for it.
They'll take about fucking 33,000 cents or something. Goddamn.
So
What? If it's on Disney Plus, why would you pay?
Because they're not having a theatrical release, so they are like, you can get it now and watch it right now for $30, or you can wait and it'll just be free.
Yeah. They can't have a theatrical release, so they decided to do something incredibly stupid.
That's stupid. What? No, that's not how online streaming work. What?
Anyway, Disney's Mulan is bad. It is.
How are the songs, Zero?
Hey, how would you like it if they said, and we're gonna make a man out of you? And you're like, yeah. And then it starts playing the music, and you're like, yeah. And then nobody sings. And you're like, wait.
What?
And then they play a montage of them training and doing things like they did in the original movie, but there's no singing.
China don't like musicals, and since this is a very Chinese film, even though it's made by Disney, and they're trying to get into the Japanese market, the Chinese market, they'd be very pissed at me saying getting that mixed up. They're trying to break into the Chinese market even more, so there can't be songs in it because China don't like musicals.
Hey, okay. So let me just dig into, for the sake of anybody who's seen the original Mulan, there's no Mushu. There's no, what was his name? Captain Zhang or something? He's not in this.
What?
No, he's not in this. It doesn't matter. There's this other male soldier who I guess is kind of a replacement thing, but he's not her superior or anything, so it's just kind of a weird relationship. Um, and
That's
we were
probably
talking.
once again nod to China thing of, hey, that would be her going, like, trying to rise through uh, un, uncouth means, probably, kind of
Mhm.
thing. So they,
I mean, I guess she would be sleeping with a superior officer. Yeah, fair enough, I suppose. I
Well,
mean,
all right. We were talking earlier today. We had watched an anime in which the premise of it was we're empowering women to do this thing, but to do this, we're giving this our main lead a special power. So
sorry.
Mulan can
Yep.
use chi.
Oh Christ!
really.
It's not allowed for girls to learn how to use chi, but her father taught her how to use chi.
You know what this Disney movie needed? Fucking Jansha.
And we don't have Wushu, but we have the symbol, the guardian of her family, a phoenix.
What?
It shows up. It doesn't say anything, but it shows up and it's mystical.
Is that? Is the Phoenix even Chinese?
Yes.
What? Oh, okay.
These Huns are dangerous because they have with them a witch who can use chi and apparently summons an army of birds to harass you. I don't think the birds
Okay,
actually do anything else.
so they can't have the normal bad guy. I forget his name. Fight Mulan because that's hitting a woman. So
Oh,
they
he's
make
there.
a female
He's there.
character.
He
Fuck is
fights
his name?
her.
That's good.
Bothering me now.
I appreciate that. I like him, but
Falcon
I
guy.
hate this Yes, him. I hate that in concept. I hate this entire movie in concept already, and I haven't even seen it. What the
So
fuck?
this witch is so dangerous, killing people by stretching her robes to do big cloth things, I guess. Ooh.
I'm so fucking
And,
angry. I haven't seen the
and she
movie.
wants to help them take over China so that she'll have a place where she belongs, so she can be free of the discrimination against women who use chi because they're called witches.
I'm sorry, fucking what? So she's going to China?
She was kicked out of China and now she's getting her revenge and she's going to take over it with these guys and then there'll be a place where women belong. So she's working with the Huns, or the Mongolians, or whatever their faction actually is. I don't know. Anyway, so we have Mulan, who is, well, she's perfect, really.
Well, obviously.
Of course she is.
She's honorable. She's hardworking. When she's meeting with the geishas and there's a mistake happening, she uses her chi powers to catch everything, but then accidentally slips up the last minute and things fall and break. It's like, oh, dishonor to you and your family.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow. But oh yeah, we know no Mushu.
And then Mulan at one point. Okay. There's so much wrong with this movie. Do you guys remember the iconic avalanche scene from Mulan?
Yes.
Where they fire the firework and causes the avalanche and...
Yep. Super cool scene.
Okay. What if I told you that instead of a firework, what Mulan does is get behind the enemy lines, go up the mountain, put a bunch of helmets and stuff to make it seem like there's soldiers up there, fires a couple, like, arrows and stuff, and the Huns use their artillery, their siege weapons, to fire a giant stone up at the mountain where they believe that she is with these soldiers and cause the avalanche themselves.
That's dumb on several levels.
It's not like it took. It's not like it was a split-second decision. They show a quick montage, a quick couple of scenes where they have to load the boulder in, lather it with like their dark, like with oil, so that they can then light it on fire and fire the boulder at her. The Huns who,
They are not
came.
unfamiliar with how mountains work, yes.
Yes, exactly.
This is so. Who was the writer on this? Who's the team of writers? Can we?
I don't know. I do know though that when Mulan got separated from her unit and decided to go back, and after she got like basically nearly killed by Witch Lady, she came back to her unit and she just kind of took off her disguise, just because, and just went in as a woman, and then she got kicked out after she technically caused the avalanche and saved all of them. Then there's a scene where she's crying, and then the witch is like, "Don't you see that we're the same?"
Is it in song at least?
Nope.
Fucking, of course it's not. God.
Okay, so first writing credit, in fairness, there were 4, is Rick Jaffa. Or Jafar. He might be fucking working for the gold. And he wrote War for the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Jurassic World, Rise of the... I feel like he's in a lot of the Planet of the Apes stuff. He's like big into.
So I was going to lambast the writer, and it occurs to me that they probably didn't have much of a choice in this. Actually, they were probably just following Disney overlord orders.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I can't even blame them for the writing, really. Not in a clean conscience, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the cheap feminism is on brand for these Disney live-action remakes. Fucking Maleficent did it, though it was much more low-key. Beauty and the Beast really did it, and it was very, very bad. Yeah, so that is something that they do, and I feel like a lot of the plot sounds like it's very, let's be nice to China and do what they would like. Yeah.
The Emperor in this is such a cool guy. He's this awesome warrior, and when an arrow is fired at him, he catches it.
That's not how the Emperor of China works at all. But, well, I suppose in the olden days he kind of actually did work like that. Nowadays it's very different, but, you know.
Also, the original intent behind his character was that he's old. I mean, he's not supposed to be a physical badass. His value was in his mindset. He was wise because he was old.
Yeah. He was a leader, not a fighter, kind of thing. Because that's what the Emperor is.
Apparently, there's a ton of world building in this movie. Apparently, the Emperor killed the previous leader of the Huns in battle, and so it's his son coming back for revenge.
Yeah, because that was needed for the story.
They spend a lot of time doing world building that doesn't really matter.
They did that in Beauty and the Beast, too.
So, minor spoiler alert. In the final battle, Mulan kills the leader of the Huns in a rather interesting way. How would you think that Mulan, like in the original, how did she do that?
I think he got shot with a firework. Like,
Yeah,
that was the thing that happened. I don't remember
Something
how he died.
something you could write off as an accident or not directly murder.
Okay, because what she does here is he shoots an arrow at the Emperor. The Emperor catches it after Mulan freed his hand. He basically just looks at her, throws. I think he hands it to her or something, and she throws it up into the air, and then she jumps off a. She jumps, bounces off this wooden pillar next to her, and then kicks the arrow down at the guy and kills him.
Ah, of course. I think they showed that in a preview. That feels like something I've seen before.
And here you have a Mulan whose main character trait is I feel bad for lying and betraying my family because family comes first, and honor and truth and
Badass arrow kicking, apparently.
yeah, it's boring, it's stale, it's corporate, and it feels a little bit like Chinese propaganda more than anything.
Yeah.
I'm basically just sitting here reminding myself over and over the originals still exist. They're still good. They're still good. The originals still exist. They're still good. They're still good.
It makes me mad every time they just they just will throw in bits of the original music in no lyrics, just getting that nostalgia milking over and over again.
And that is manipulative. I mean, if it's not going to follow it up with any kind of, quality follow through, it's just pandering.
Because Mulan doesn't have characters to bounce off of, we never really get to see much of her personality.
So we don't get like Lao and the skinny one and the gigantic fat one.
Oh, we have like a couple of guys like that, but like
I can only remember Lao's name.
you have a group of soldiers that are similar enough, but it doesn't feel the same, it doesn't feel genuine, I guess. There's not a lot of humor in this movie that takes itself way too seriously. There's parts that I kind of were like, oh, I like that. I like the interaction between the soldiers and Mulan. And then it's like rest of the movie, chi and witches and train to find your chi and you have great potential and stuff like that.
Great.
Yeah.
Outside the whole family guardian thing that was a really minor part of the film, to be perfectly honest with you, like the original, it was actually a pretty grounded film, generally speaking.
Yes.
Like, it was straight up, yeah, these are just regular people who are fighting, like training in an army, and then they're fighting in an army, and the big bad guy doesn't really have any superpowers. He has a falcon, which is cool, but it doesn't really help him all that much.
Oh, the witch turns into a falcon.
Of course she does. And the Han army aren't defeated by superpowers, they're defeated by ingenuity and quick decisions that work out very, very well, and then it's all very down to earth and grounded, aside from the fact that it was a musical and Eddie Murphy was there doing his quips because he was the zany comedy sidekick for the movie. Everything else was just people. That was what made it great. Like, Mulan was just a regular person, a regular woman who took on the role of a man and did just fucking fine, and that's what was empowering about it.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of ruins that point if she's just a superhuman who just hasn't had her chance yet.
Which is the case.
So, any chance of getting a refund from Disney?
You know, my parents were figuring out, trying to figure out how to buy it through the TV, and then my brother ended up buying it. So technically, it's his responsibility. So that, yeah, I don't recommend this movie at all. I've seen almost all of the Disney live action attempts, I'll call it.
Which ones did you skip?
At least Aladdin had music, and they actually threw in more music.
Honestly, Aladdin sounds like it's worth watching in comparison to all these. I should probably watch Beauty and the Beast again. I was a little distracted when I saw that one.
Don't.
Most of them I haven't seen again.
Don't watch that one. The Dumbo one is the worst one. Because that doesn't have any resemblance at all to the original story.
Oh, I suppose that's fair.
Yeah.
I didn't see this. They had a Cinderella one. I didn't see it.
Remember when Belle was a genius inventor who invented a washing machine? A plot that went absolutely fucking nowhere.
I don't remember that. Wow.
Yeah, that was a thing in the movie. She was inventing the washing machine while teaching little girls to read. And then, oh no, the patriarchy showed up. I'm totally cribbing from Lindsay Ellis' video on the film. But yeah, big bad man shows up and destroys the washing machine and complains about teaching girls to read in a story that was literally in a magazine for women, first published in that.
You can feel that the magic that was once in these movies that made them so great is gone.
Is it even magic? It's just passion. It's just any kind of
and personality, and that's what made it seem like magic.
I don't like shitting on people for involving agenda in their storytelling. Like writers doing that people complain about that all the time. And in a sense, it's not fair because that's always been the case. There has always been some belief that the writer has that is being espoused as part of the story that they are telling. That is so incredibly common. The original Mulan was that. Like, that was a thing that they were doing in the original Mulan, but they managed to do it without punching you in the face with the message. Well, I say punching you in the face with the message. In this case, it was more like trying desperately to punch you in the face with a message, but also tripping over their own dicks, because it was, written by men. Because,
They're making a live-action Hercules.
Oh, sorry. I was incorrect. It was written by a man and 3 women. Man gets first credit. I don't know whether that's significant in terms of contribution.
One of the women had written not a lot. What about the other one? I don't know if they'd actually had a lot of experience with projects that would warrant such a big thing.
Okay, one did basically nothing, and the last one was pretty much this dude's partner for the Planet of the Apes films. Writing partner.
Yeah, his wife.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
The dude, his wife, and then
Two other
two
people.
women who had worked on what is this? Boy Eats Girl, a zombie love story.
Christ. Okay, let's not get into the weeds on this stuff. Like we said before, it was a mistake on my part harping on the writers. That's not fair because this isn't really a writing issue. This is a corporate mandate issue.
I believe so.
This is the image that Disney wants to present nowadays.
I also believe that, the writers that they chose to hire for this kind of shows the direction they were trying to go for, and I don't think that a very serious, modern Planet of the Apes style sort of combat focused Mulan was
I don't think we needed Shansha Mulan. I really don't.
So
I look forward to the day when she trains hard enough to kick the ass of the Emperor and then becomes Emperor of China, because that's how Shansha works.
I'll admit, I don't know what that word means. Keep saying, what is?
Have you ever heard of cultivation stories?
Yes, I don't like this for where this is going.
It's basically the strong rule kind of mindset. So you train and train and train until you become basically a god, and then nothing you do is wrong because you are the strongest.
Oh, okay, that went a lot more wholesome than I was. Never mind. I was thinking of something else.
Anyway, they are making a live action Hercules, and that's the one that I'm going to probably be the most pissed at. If it's bad, which it's likely going to be.
I will hold out hope for that one. I know it's foolish, but I will hold out hope.
Hercules, I will say, has the most room for improvement until they take a stab at a Hunchback of Notre Dame.
That's oof.
In fairness, improvement for Hunchback of Notre Dame would consist of get rid of those fucking gargoyles and congratulations, you have made a better movie. But yeah, Hercules had some problems. I liked it a lot when I was a kid. I probably couldn't go back and watch it again.
I liked Hercules. I still think it's one of my favorite movies. I love the songs in it.
Yeah, sounds great.
So it's worth noting that at the very least, the Russo brothers are handling it, Hercules. So
Okay.
Action with comedy, that's sort of their thing.
In fairness, Hercules, the original, had very good directors too, but yes, it is a positive sign. Like, the directors for Hercules were also the directors for Aladdin.
Aladdin, live action at least. Original Aladdin, great. Aladdin live action was a bit dumb at points, but I felt like that had more of the soul of the original than all the other remakes. So here's hoping that the directors for Hercules, in a way that Hercules and Aladdin original are a bit alike, then hopefully these are a little bit more alike. Then, look, I just don't want another freaking Dumbo to happen. That crushed me.
Yeah, they did Aladdin and The Little Mermaid. And Moana, more recently, which, that was very good too.
Hey.
That was really good.
Yeah,
I want to watch Moana again. Like, Disney is still doing good films. They're also doing this. It's basically how to frame it nowadays.
I can totally just see Hercules being very fun, and that makes me very happy. But
And it's not connected to any nationality. I mean, aside from Greek, but I don't think they need to pander to the Greek audience.
I'm worried
so
about what they'll do to Meg.
That's a good point. Because she does, have a vagina, so it depends on how they want to run that.
Mm-hmm.
See, if we're going by random fucking superpowers for characters that didn't have them, Megara was a fury in, Greek mythology.
This is a weird case where I feel like if they go closer to Greek mythology, it will make the movie worse. But I know they're going to try to make it close to Greek mythology.
Are they gonna have fucking Zeus rape a woman as a goose? Is that a thing? Oh, a swan. Sorry.
It's for adults now, okay?
Christ.
We'll sell merchandise for kids, though.
Oh, that was basically how they did Hunchback, so, that's precedent.
I saw Hunchback as a kid, and then years later, I looked at Hunchback again, and I was like, oh, okay. I understand this now.
I'm just trying to reimagine the fucking song. Then along came Zeus.
As a really horny goose.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Again, it's a swan, but, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was it a swan? I fucking don't remember. God damn. I don't know anything about Greek mythology.
He's turned into every bird for
Probably.
anything, so it's fine. He God of the sky, whatever.
Obvious joke. Even a giant cock. Thank you, everybody. I'm here all week. So, yeah, that's You know what I think they might end up doing something with?
What?
Hera.
Oh.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. That
You mean the classic jealous villain? Question mark.
Here's the thing. Like you say, if they bring it closer to the actual Greek mythology, then Hercules was a bastard child and not Hera's kid, but in the Disney movie, he was Hera's kid.
Yes. Are we gonna have Hercules going into his battle rage as Hera drives him insane? Like what?
And have him murder his family?
Feel good movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
They did their best making that happen.
Remember when
It was
Hercules
the
mass
concept of the
slaughtered
plot that was not great, but yeah.
Remember when Hercules mass slaughtered the centaurs with poison arrows? Good times.
Remember when he turned into a car?
Bazooka!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a good legend.
Just halfway through, it turns into a Fate movie.
I wish.
That would be on point for the tone, though. They're gonna do a darker and grittier fucking Hercules movie.
Just want to point out, Mulan is a remorseless killer.
I mean, she's a soldier.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point. Like, even in the original film,
Comes with
she
the
killed, like,
territory.
hundreds of people.
Yeah, I mean that avalanche scene was pretty brutal. I mean that MatPat game theory, movie theory, whatever.
Super happy to just kick an arrow into a guy.
Yeah, because she finally got
has a-
acknowledged by the patriarchy.
That guy has a really killable face, I'll admit. So can't really fault it too much.
I like his eyebrows. Original guy's eyebrows.
I mean, yeah, they're great, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot has really happened this week, with the exception of that, you know?
understandable.
I mean, The Boys put out season 2, and that's fantastic, or at least the first 3 episodes of it.
That's good. I know a lot of people that like that show, so I'm glad it's good.
You know, it's something special when, like, the equivalent of Aquaman in your first episode of season 2 is at a water park drunk screaming at children, well, on like the little like water park thing with the slides and everything, and the little like spray guns that shoot water, and he's just screaming like curse words at the children and scaring everyone away.
Well, that's fantastic.
Being drunk at a water park sounds like a good time. Screaming at children unrepentantly also sounds like a good time. Like, I feel like I would get along with this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I could see myself hanging out with him. I mean,
unfortunately, he's an awful person.
Well, yes. Well, yes. No, really? Shit. I never would have guessed.
Character in The Boys?
He gets better, kind of. He drinks a lot of Fresca. I think it helps. I don't know. It's a weird fixation with characters giving him Fresca.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's a plot point.
It's a drink.
It's a soda thing.
Okay.
It's not really that great.
We don't have it.
I think it's all the way in Ohio, and that's what they drink over in Sandusky, Ohio. Anyway, yeah. First week without a job at KFC, and I feel pretty all right.
Yeah.
It's nice to not be tired all the time and to have your week entirely focused around a strict schedule of panic and then work and then panic. I do need to like I'm currently waiting on a letter of recommendation. I've got 2 already. I want to have 3 so that I can start applying for certain jobs and getting into the district of the kind of the closer school district here as a sub. The one that I am already a sub for, they're trying very hard to open their doors early, even though the district that they're in is not off the watch list for the pandemic. So I might get sub jobs, but I don't think I want to do those sub jobs.
Understandable.
So, gonna be applying for a lot of things just so I have options.
I mean, even if you didn't work, your family, I assume, is okay, right? You can be supported. So,
I don't want to be like out of work for too long though, or anything.
Well, yeah, I don't imagine many people do.
But I'm not in a tight spot right now, and I have a lot of savings. So, oh right, I almost forgot. Nintendo did a whole big Mario Direct thing.
Was that what all the memes are about?
Okay, so Nintendo decided we're gonna release it's Mario's 35th anniversary this year, and so releasing a whole bunch of stuff for the 35th anniversary. They are releasing the biggest one being Mario 3D All Stars, which is Mario Sunshine, Mario 64, and Mario Galaxy, all on one Switch cartridge.
One of those is a good game. So here,
I like all three.
I meant Galaxy specifically. Sunshine is not very good from everything I've seen about it.
I loved playing Sunshine.
It did not age well.
And I like 64, but going back to 64 might be a little bit rough. But basically, there's our high resolution. They've made it widescreen for Sunshine specifically to fix that. Improved controls all around. Lots of good changes. Here's the problem, and this is what has me a little bit upset. This is only available until March of 2021.
As in, like, it'll go. How is it limited?
They're gonna stop making it after March of 2021, and it'll be delisted from the eShop, I believe.
That's what? What are they trying to pull? Some Disney Vault bullshit?
It's really, really bizarre.
What are we talking about? What's getting
the Mario 3D All Stars collection thing?
Oh, the
only
one
available.
That was like, fucking Super Mario
the one
World
with
and shit.
Galaxy 64 and Sunshine. That thing that they just announced is coming out in like 2 weeks. It's only going to be available for 6 months.
What?
Yeah.
They also announced, in the vein of Tetris 99, Mario 35, where you're playing through the original Super Mario Bros. Against 35 other players, and every enemy that you defeat gets sent into another player's screen, and you also have item boxes that can give you random items or bonuses or advantages. Looks very fun. You can only play that
35?
though. Mario 35 because it's the 35th anniversary.
Why 35? Like, that's not a valid reason, but okay.
And it looks like it would be really fun, and it's free if you have Nintendo Switch Online, and you can only play that for 6 months. Only until March. The end of March.
I was a marketing student once. I bring this up so rarely. It's really strange to bring it up. I once had to write multiple essays on why marketing a product properly, not advertising, marketing, different things, is very important, and how attitudes in terms of how to market a product have changed, and how product design and distribution ways of thinking have changed. Like, way, way, way back in the day, it was what you could produce, you would produce and then try and sell. And then the attitude changed to what you can sell, you would try to produce and then sell it. And then it became, what does the customer want? That is where the focus of marketing had been for basically most of our lives until about 10 years ago, where suddenly, fuck it, let's just do whatever kind of weird tactic we can come up with to try and goad our customers into doing what we want. I don't even know what to call what companies are doing nowadays.
Nintendo in particular has always been afraid of money. They do a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can see the concept of the tactic of what they're doing. It's artificial scarcity. You know how that works. Nintendo's been doing it for fucking years. That's how they approach the internet. But this is so egregiously just obvious of what they're doing. I don't understand.
It's I don't really like this direction. It's literally just until the end of the fiscal year. Like,
Oh,
are
of
you
course
serious?
Hey, let's get as many people as possible to sign up for Nintendo Online so we can say good things to our investors.
Yeah. There is some good news, however. You know, I guess there is, like, they're doing a whole bunch of, Mario stuff and everything for the 35th anniversary, but the only for free on the Nintendo Switch or SNES Online or whatever, you have the classic Mario All Stars, which is the upgraded graphics version of Mario 2, Mario 3, all that, which is great. And they're also finally porting over Super Mario 3D World from the Wii U. It was one of the
It's supposed
last
to be
things
really
on
good.
there. That game is amazing and it's really fun. Not only is it coming to the Switch, it also is coming with online. So that 4-player game, you can totally play it online now, which is going to be great. And in addition, it is coming with a separate sort of, or like an extra expansion on it called Bowser's Fury. And we don't know much about that, but that's coming out in February. Get the feeling everything was delayed quite a lot. And so people have been joking that, this is Mario's thing. So we can get like the same sort of deal for Legend of Zelda, because next year is Zelda's 35th anniversary. And they haven't given me any information on Breath of the Wild 2. I really want that game.
Yeah, okay, you do you.
But, yeah. Lots of Mario stuff and Mulan. Lots of big M's over here. How's you guys' weeks?
Bigums.
Bigums.
How you doing, Slicer?
Not bad. I honestly can't think of much I did this week. Yeah, I mean, I worked. I listened to Not Another D&D podcast, and I played Fallout New Vegas. And then I had such an interesting time at D&D yesterday. I decided to DM next week, so I hope that goes well.
Oh, nice.
One of the guys showed up and had nothing prepared at all.
Oh,
I mean, that's not completely unexpected, but I mean, you have a general idea of what you want to do at least. So I feel like the bar is low. So yeah, my next week is going to be hopefully interesting. But yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah. Super short. So Casey, how was your week?
I was gonna talk shit about how Slicer did nothing, but I did nothing. So yeah, had McDonald's for the first time in like 3 years or something. It's cool. They deliver now. Well, a site delivers it for me now. So that's nice. Big Macs are still pretty fucking good. Surprise.
Oh, I almost forgot. In that Mario Direct, they have these little physical Mario Karts that you can buy, and then they link up with your Switch, and then you can play Mario Kart in your living room, and you can set up your own custom tracks.
Oh god, that thing, yeah.
And I'm just like, how much is it, Nintendo? How much is it? I know how much you charged us for cardboard. How much is this?
Yeah, are they actually still producing the fucking ring thingy?
Still very hard to get. I don't know if they're still making more. I do like, controlling cars and stuff like that, but this thing seems like it's going to be a couple $100.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be cheap. It's like, yay, you gave me games, Nintendo. I've been waiting so long. Wait, limited release. Darn. Why you gotta do this?
That is the question that remains. Like, why you gotta do this? But they have Tetris 99, and it's great, but they don't have anything else really for the online stuff. Smash is kind of not great for online in the first place. Go figure. Nintendo netcode, not exactly great.
With the NES, they have the NES and SNES online, which is a library of games, but they still don't have as many games as everybody would like on those.
Yeah. So they need a new thing. But if they have a new thing and people aren't that into it and are just like, maybe at some point I'll give it a go, get a Nintendo Online subscription at some point and try it. If that is the approach that people have, like, maybe someday, then oh no. So they've got to make it artificially scarce so people will sign up in droves, they hope.
Like, we've talked about artificial scarcity with Nintendo before, but this is like the most apparent they've been with it.
Oh well. Hades is still fun. That's still a good game. It's still, I paid money for it and I have it forever, so that's nice that companies still do that in places. Should be coming out with full release in a couple months, hopefully.
Yeah,
I don't know the exact timeline. I revived that quest that I stopped writing for 3 months because I've been working on nothing but commissions and the Patreon stories. So that's fun. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. That's pretty much it, though.
Have you been okay writing? I know there for a while you were kind of on the edge of burnout.
Yeah, it was a while ago. I took some time off and then came back and I was fine. I'm still fine. I'm slowing down a little bit, like just not going, I need to get everything done every week or I failed kind of thing. Like, it's a little looser than it used to be, but yeah, I'm still fine. Like, it's maybe everything gets updated every week and a half, more like nowadays. Patreon still gets updated every week because that's how I've framed that. So it has to. But everything else is a little bit slower.
Yeah, don't kill yourself, man.
Fine. Yeah, that's all I got. Should we rant about Mulan more? We could do that.
I think we kind of talked about all of it that was offensive.
How's the acting?
That's a good point. Yeah, how is the acting?
It's pretty bad.
Really?
Uh,
I was hoping at least that.
It feels very wooden
Hmm.
for the most. Like a lot of the acting, from what I've seen, and just I was bored during most of this movie.
that's pretty bad.
I feel like that's a pattern for a lot of these. Like, you said the same thing about Dumbo, but that was Dumbo. Yeah.
I was just bored.
Lion King.
I forgot they did The Lion King.
You did
Oh,
do Lion
right.
King.
I didn't even watch that.
They are actually starting to run out of films that they could do for this. They might end up having to do a live
They
action
already did
Moana.
Jungle Book. Jungle Book was great. I like Jungle Book.
Live action Treasure Planet remake.
Okay, no, but for real, with today's technology, that would be great if they pulled it off.
Here's the secret: Disney fucking hate Treasure Planet. They never wanted to make it.
It's a shame.
Like, that film was held hostage. Like, the directors I mentioned, again, I'm cribbing from Lindsay Ellis, who was very fun to watch and researches a lot of this stuff, and it's very interesting. She did a very in-depth video on wolf fanfiction porn recently, which was a thing that I linked in NSFW.
Wow.
That was a thing. It was a court case. It was really dumb. It was great. But yeah. So, Treasure Planet was a film that Musker and Clements, who did Aladdin and Little Mermaid, really, really wanted to do, and they pitched it, and the boss at the time was like, no, that's really dumb. We're not going to do that. Do this instead. It's fucking Little Mermaid. You're on that now. Like, oh, okay. And it makes millions and millions of dollars. And they're like, okay, can we do the thing now? Can we? It's still stupid. But hey, this is fucking Arabian Nights film kind of thing that someone else is doing, but we want to beat him to the punch, so make one of those. And they do Aladdin, and it makes a bunch of money. I'm like, okay, fine. If you make us one more film that makes all of the money and sells all of the toys, then you can make the stupid Treasure Planet movie. And they make Hercules. And it doesn't do that, but they get to make it anyway. So.
Man, Treasure Planet was really good.
I never saw Treasure Planet.
Really?
Yeah. The only thing I know about Treasure Planet is, what's her name, Chell?
Yeah.
And that dude from the Don't Fist Android Girls meme.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie either, actually. So
go watch Treasure Planet. My goodness, what's wrong with you?
because I don't watch a lot of movies.
Go back and watch Treasure Planet.
I might do. I mean, I have a Disney Plus subscription. I might as well. I might do that.
I mean, I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I don't really want to support Disney, so rather not. I could find it somewhere else, though, probably.
I'm alright with supporting Disney. I'm not so okay with supporting their dumb shit like spending $30 on a fucking streaming movie rental.
I didn't do it. My parents decided to do it.
30 goddamn.
Sounds like your parents and your brother.
Yeah. I was down there because I was offered candy and popcorn.
That's
That is a
fair. That
tempting
is an
offer.
enticing offer.
Yeah.
I mean, did they also have a white van?
I mean, I don't know, but
Your
it sounds like a
parents
good place
kidnapped you.
or I could get into that, you know? Go down to the amusement park and that.
Your parents kidnapped you to watch Mulan with them. Bastards.
Well, I have a small platform that I can use to now say don't watch Mulan. It should be obvious, but don't watch it. I mean, if you really, really, really want to know, wait until it's like free or something, and like watch it on a site that is not Disney's. But don't buy it.
That's good advice.
Well, you can't buy it. You can only rent it. In fairness.
Yeah, you can't own Disney movies anymore. They're ephemeral.
I can't believe we've gone back to the Disney Vault. I can't believe that's a thing that's happening again.
That implies it was ever not a thing. It's always been a thing. It's always stupid.
I'm curious about something. I'm going to look something up.
Well, there will always be people who love Disney no matter what, so much to the point that even during a pandemic, they'll still go to a Disney theme park. Man, those people sure love Disney more than I do.
Aw. I was looking at whether shitty old live-action Disney shows were on fucking Disney Plus. No. Makes me sad.
Damn.
Darn, there's a huge number of those.
Yeah. I mean, I
You make
imagine
your
that
own
things
Disney
like
Vault.
Hannah Montana and shit like that are on there. Victorious or whatever it is. I don't know the ones that were Disney and ones that weren't.
All right. Let me. It's time. Disney live action shows. Let's dig in. All right.
Yep, Hannah Montana the movie is on there. Cool. What's the fucking country rap song that she did? That I assume inspired Old Town Road.
Hey guys, you remember The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody?
I remember the reference to it that Post Malone made.
What about That's So Raven and
Oh,
Lizzie
Christ.
McGuire
Yeah,
and Phil of the Future?
that
Oh,
one's
God.
new to me.
Let's go back even further. Even Stevens.
That was a good one. Oh, wait, I'm thinking of Boy Meets World. Never mind. I've actually never seen Even Stevens.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember Phil of the Future quite a lot. He has to hide that he's from the future.
Of course.
And there was Hannah Montana. They did a reboot of, they did a thing called Raven's Home for bringing
Ravenloft.
back That's So Raven.
It's a very different thing. Wait. Was that a Disney thing? I don't think it was. Holy shit, I had no idea Boy Meets World was a fucking Disney property.
Sunny with the... We all know the best Disney Channel series of Cory in the House. The best anime.
That's right, he's in the house. I only know that because of a fucking Pokemon series. That's literally the only thing I know it from.
Cory in the House is just we took we took the brother from That's So Raven and we put him in the White House.
Fucking Christ, that was so weird.
Yeah.
And so out of
Yeah.
nowhere. Just
That was the thing for a while. Was Disney products just kept spinning off of each other.
I feel like I lived in a gilded age of entertainment when I was a child.
Remember Wizards of Waverly Place?
No, that
They
was
had
after my
multiple
time.
movies and world building, and that was weird. I liked it, but it was weird.
I remember the crossovers between basically every kid's family show. That was fucking mind blowing for
Do you know that
little kid
this
me.
this year, Disney did a new TV show called they're still doing it. It's called Disney Fam Jam, which is a dance competition between two families.
Wow. Okay.
Apparently, there's another show that's going to be coming out this year called Marvel's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
I feel like that dance off competition is just a recipe for Debbie. God damn it! It's step, 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 turn, step, not step, 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 turn, step. You fucking ruin this every time, Debbie. God damn it! You're so fucking useless. And then Debbie cries, and then the show is ruined. That just sounds like that's the recipe for that.
Then there was Pup Academy, which is Charlie's the man who established a secret academy for puppies in a parallel world where they're educated on how to become dogs.
What?
Okay.
Live action.
I feel like my mind just curled in on itself and died about halfway through that, and it came back at learn how to be dogs. What?
Charlie is the man who has established a secret academy for puppies in a parallel world where they're educated on how to become dogs.
All right. Sure. Why not? Fuck it.
Feel like other dogs would probably be a good source for that kind of education. Disney are fucking weird. I don't know what you're doing anymore.
I don't think Disney knows what Disney's doing anymore.
This is Gabby Duran and the Unsittables.
Okay, that's enough talking about Disney. Let's move on to something else.
Entertainment is dead.
Or certainly on some form of life support. Yes.
I don't know. We still have like I. It's a weird thing because like I don't. In fairness, we have aged out of all of that dumb shit, so I don't know whether we can judge it fairly anymore. Like,
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, yeah.
You're not wrong.
I go back to my childhood of who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda. That was dumb as shit. It was funny as hell when I was like 8.
It is very dumb, and I was very dumb, so I will laugh at it and myself of the past.
I put the screw in the tuna. It was me. Anyway, Keenan and Kel references. That's what you come to the podcast for, right, guys? So,
Oh, totally.
yeah. We watched some dumb shit as kids. And you guys were probably younger than the show, but, you know, whatever. Still, it's fine. We watch dumb shit too, and now kids' shows are dumb because they've always been dumb. Probably. That's how that works. So,
Yeah.
we probably don't have room to judge that much.
They don't get any better. Also, I don't know if you guys in your various social groups, does anyone like Sentai?
Like, Power Rangers?
Yes, although a lot of people would hate you for that comparison. The
I mean,
genre
Power Rangers
of
is Sentai. That's what that is.
Yes, I mean the genre of Sentai. Does anyone like that? More specifically, Kamen Rider.
I never did. I didn't even like Power Rangers. I didn't like any of
I
it.
loved Power Rangers. I loved, giant robots versus giant monsters. That was always the best.
That's not really a
And-
Sentai thing, though.
Yeah, but I got my fill through Sentai.
That's fair.
So I never actually got into any of the proper like Kamen Rider or anything because that is unapproachable.
So I have quite a few friends that are into Sentai, specifically Kamen Rider or kaiju stuff as well, because it has shades similarities. And I can't take any of it seriously because I watched Power Rangers growing up as a kid, like a lot of Americans.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was wondering if you guys had similar problems with friends trying to get you to interact with things that you just can't take seriously.
I don't know if people take Sentai super seriously in the first place.
They absolutely do.
Really?
Yeah, people do.
Yes.
I actually, thinking about that, something that I just can't take seriously that somebody else is trying to get me into. That's hard to come up with off the top of my head because I'm pretty sure that most things people try to get me into, I usually give a shot. I mean, it is kind of funny because my friends, they got me into FF14, and I'm playing that, and I'm doing these cutscenes, and I'm screen sharing the cutscenes with them as I'm going through the story moments, and I'm just dumping on these characters. I'm like, this character just has done nothing this entire game, and so people take those characters in that story very seriously, but I'm just kind of, having my own fun with it. Because for a while, like, my own sort of analysis made it impossible for me to when it feels like there's a lot of bloated writing in something like that. It eventually got better, but
Hey, Zero. You remember
Yeah.
that zero interest show we used to do where we forced each other to watch shows?
yeah.
Honestly, I was expecting you to just start talking about me forcing you to watch Ruby and Red versus Blue. But yeah, that kind of thing is probably on that
Okay,
level.
now that you bring up that, I still can't go back and watch the original season 1 of Red versus Blue.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Is it a quality thing? Because there's many reasons. What is yours?
Quality, just sheer quality, and it's just not watchable for me.
Yeah, it's definitely a different theme. I mean, all Rooster Teeth shows have to find their ground, have to find their thing.
And like,
yeah,
he did make me watch a season of Red versus Blue. I completely forgot that he did make me watch that.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Until you brought it up just now, I was like, wait, did I actually watch? No, I did.
Yeah, I had you watch season 6.
And like, kudos to them for trying to make their own story, but there's some parts of the story that are just kind of, you know. And with Ruby, it was with Ruby. Me and Casey had a whole podcast on that. On the whole premise of making a world with stakes and then removing them. But like, I got a friend who's trying to get me trying to get everybody rather to watch Symphogear, and I'm just like, I can't.
I'm not even familiar with that.
It's an anime with singing and girls and stuff.
Oh, like full on idol thing, or just like has it in it?
Idols, battling aliens with robot stuff, I guess, and music.
Okay.
I can't take that seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, I can take it seriously as you can take such a thing. I just don't find it entertaining.
I think
It's weird. Yeah.
my example would probably be, hey Zero, you remember when you forced me to watch Death Parade?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That show,
Yep.
like, I had kind of gone through that show originally, not really paying too much attention. It was just like, oh, this is fun. And then when we really just sat down and tore it apart, we're like, why?
Fucking eviscerating that show. I.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hey, that's fair. I don't think the show necessarily deserves me to defend it or anything.
So, what was your question about things that you just can't take seriously? The people want you to, Sisa?
Oh, basically, just if you guys had any experience with that, which it sounds like Zero has with various genre, which is not surprising. Anime has a lot of things that you have to be into it to be into it, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like musicals and stuff, but at the same time, it is hard for me to take certain musicals seriously. And it's the same thing for like anime. Is like, if you're going to do with a song based thing, your songs have to be really good.
Mm.
And I'm not that really into idol stuff, so.
I had a thing I was going to say. I've forgotten what it was. Fuck.
A genre, or maybe a video game series or show.
Nope, it's gone. Popped out of my head. I mean, we could fucking talk about fate stuff. Of how seriously some people, how very, very seriously some people take that.
That is the thing people take seriously, yes.
There's always going to be something that somebody will hyper focus on and turn into their personality, you know?
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
And, if you find something you really like that can be that, then, okay. But it's like if you buy a boat and you put all your effort and love and affection into that boat, and that boat is your personality, what are you going to do when the boat sinks?
I mean, I imagine you just buy another boat, but you would still be a boat guy.
I feel like Zero's gonna try and sink my boat.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like my battleship is in danger.
No, it's just I feel like some people put too much of themselves into one sort of thing that they like.
Oh yeah, that's basically the plague of the internet currently. Putting their personality into the things they like and into the things they really don't like. That is how we get internet crusades. And they're fucking stupid.
So, from your humble voice narrator over the internet, whatever, podcaster Zero, I must say to all of our listeners out there, please make Fandom Flux podcast your thing to be obsessed about. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, a delightfully great direction. I love that.
Yeah, okay. I'm Casey and I endorse this message. Christ.
Yeah, sure. I'll throw my hat in that ring. Why not?
Alright. Yeah, okay. Zero, do you want to do the Patreon thing?
Oh, yeah. Did that go through yet? I think it did.
Should have done, mine has.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just... My computer's been doing this thing where it keeps deleting my passwords
Oh, great.
that I have saved.
That's helpful.
Better than saving them and sending them to other people, as apparently happened to me a few months ago.
Oh, fun.
Oh, great. Take me a little bit of time to actually freaking log into Patreon because I don't off the top of my head what did I set the password as. Let me just throw out a few ones.
I don't really know how to vamp in this moment right now.
No, same.
Looking through
We
stuff.
kept the podcast from being depressing. So, hey,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Well, if you have Disney nostalgia, it was pretty
mean-
depressing. But, you know.
That's Disney's fault. I'm going to fully blame Disney on that one. We tried.
All right. Gosh darn it. This thing is not. I got it. I got it on my phone. It was. Just silence, guys, please.
It's really hard to sing when you fucking got the loop just slightly delayed.
Does it... What sound are you making? Are you hearing something and then repeating it, you mean? Like...
No, the audio that goes into my microphone loops back into my headphones so I can record it. It's just slightly delayed, so it throws you off.
Oh, I see. Fair enough. I'm curious what... not really a matter of curiosity, I suppose. I'm debating on what I should play next. I'm trying to play older games.
Hades.
I don't have that. And I don't think I have a means with which to get that unless it's on the PS4.
I don't know. I know it's gonna be on the Switch, and I know it's on Steam, and I know it's on fucking Epic Games.
Yeah, but I refuse to use that, so...
Hades.
I mean, I can always just pirate it.
Super Full.
But I can't.
Hades PS4 release is still quite far away. So,
Oh,
no.
that is a shame.
Not coming till second half of 2020 is what it said. So it might be just it comes out with the 1.0 release for PC. So,
Huh. All right.
so a couple months maybe.
Might be pretty close on hand.
How you doing there, Zero?
Well, I currently want to change my password because I have my password saved on every other device. So I'm going to my laptop. Just my computer keeps deleting my passwords and not saving them like my other things are saving. So
Should we just wait till next week? Or...
I have it up now on my laptop.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a
Alright.
dream. Bum, 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 bum.
So, thank you for the donations, everybody, on Patreon. Sorry for the slight delay. Yeah. Vale, thank you for your $10 donation.
Yay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to Boy by Fresh for that $20 donation. Thank you to Ryu for that $3.50. Thank you to Greek Guy for that $1 donation. Thank you to Ethan F for that $10 donation. Thank you to Bomber BCM for that $20 donation. Thank you to the Crossbrain for that $10 donation, and thank you to Chopper 37, Tempest Chopper, for that $5 donation. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, guys.
That was finger guns if you didn't get it.
No, I thought you just like cracked your knuckles or something. Doesn't quite translate.
Finger
Okay.
guns.
Better?
Better?
Better.
Question mark.
Oh, I see. They sent the email to me at 1 a.m. to let me know that the Patreon had gone through. That was very nice of them.
Oh, wow. How considerate of them.
I mean, that was probably when the transaction automatically went through, so the system automatically sent the email. It's not like they were doing it manually.
I'm aware of this.
Yeah,
process.
I'm aware.
Yes.
Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Bum 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 bum. Okay.
All right.
I think the episode's done. I'm hungry. I'm starving right now.
Yeah, food sounds good.
Food sounds very good. I think I'm gonna have mini pizzas. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, everybody. It's
you
Discord is public on links, description, and also Patreon. You appreciate it. Yeah. Finger guns.
Finger guns. Later.
See ya.
Ooh. Out of bullets.